Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Moviesnips. Today we're going to be discussing the approximate size of the known universe, as mentioned on various occasions in both the Dune novels and films. The books and the films do talk about the various planets of the Dune universe, but not a whole lot of information is provided on just how expansive this corner of space is, what are the distances between the various planets in light years, and what lies beyond the far reaches of this known universe. Unfortunately, there's no decisive and clear answer to this question, but I was able to piece together some data from various online sources that might better address this topic. The term known universe referred to the region of space which had been explored and documented by humans. The majority of this space was claimed to be within the boundaries of the Imperium. The Padishah Emperor of House Corino ruled over all the worlds of the known universe at the time of the events of the original novel. In the prequel novels, Emperor Elwood IX is quoted as being the Emperor of a Million Worlds, which should give you some idea of the size and scale of this known universe. Even though the Padishah Emperors laid claim to this expanse, the known universe was considered to be slightly larger than the size of the Imperium itself. That is, there were some regions of the space that existed beyond the reach of the Emperor's authority. To give you one example, in the later events of Dune, during the Worm Emperor Leto II's reign, the Ben Tleilax wanted to establish colonies in deep space beyond the boundaries of Leto's empire, but still within the region of what was established as a known universe. The Tleilaxu believed that Leto's prescient powers ended at the borders of his empire, but they were wrong, however, as Leto demonstrated otherwise. Throughout the Dune franchise, the boundaries of the known universe continued to expand further and further away from Earth as humanity's space travel technology improved considerably over time. Before the era of the Guild Navigators and the advanced Highliner ships equipped with space-folding engines, space travel was limited to nearby star systems, which were perhaps no more than 20 or 30 light years away from Earth. However, as time went on, the spice-addicted Guild Navigators were able to transport people safely over much further distances in mere hours, or a few days at most, hundreds of light years away from the central core worlds of the Imperium. As stated in the Dune fandom, the borders of the known universe are never accurately described. Even after the merger of the Bene Gesserit and Ardern Matras in the Dune sequel novels, when the known universe was larger than it had ever been, the full extent of manned space was never fully revealed. Some estimations of the size of this region of space can be made, however, based upon the known locations of the stars mentioned in the Dune franchise. The human race began on old Earth and then colonized many other star systems. At first, these planets were maybe 20 or 30 light years from Earth, but as space travel technology improved, this range expanded to worlds that were 100 to 200 light years out. The Beta Lympsis system was the furthest colonized star system in the known universe at around 410 light years away from Earth, which is still well within the reach of the Orion arm of the Milky Way galaxy. If you look at this map here, you'll notice that most of the core worlds of the Imperium still lie within around 20 light years from Earth, including Caladan and Giedi Prime. This is what was referred to as the Old Earth Cluster and includes planets such as Ix, Rachis, and Ekaz. The following map tells us that Kaitane and Salusa Secundus are located around 100 light years away from Earth. Arrakis is much further out, at over 300 light years away from Earth. It is a distant backwater world that would have been of little significance had it not been home to the spice melange, the most valuable commodity in the known universe. It's also interesting to note that in an earlier draft version of the original novel entitled Dune World, the location of Arrakis in relation to Caladan is actually mentioned as being almost directly across the galaxy from Caladan, implying a much further distance between the two planets than otherwise imagined. In the later events of Dune, following the death of Leto II, humanity began to venture out beyond the reaches of the known universe. During a period of history described as the Scattering, a new kind of ship was invented, called an Ixian no-ship, which allowed humanity to traverse much further distances. These ships were also equipped with advanced navigation systems that didn't require the spice-addicted Guild Navigators to pilot them, making them a lot more self-sufficient and practical. Because of these ships, humanity was able to not only explore and colonize the far reaches of the Milky Way galaxy, but it was also able to travel millions of light years away to neighboring galaxies such as the Andromeda Galaxy. But what are your thoughts on the estimated size of the known universe in Dune? I'd like to thank you for watching my video today. If you feel I missed anything or would like to add anything to this discussion, please feel free to comment down below. Please also remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and please check out my channel for more Dune videos.